morning, everyone. Sorry, I was on mute. Hope you're doing really well. And the show is going so well. Ekta, I want to really say, you know what? You're doing such an amazing job. And Shelly was so awesome because she is doing such great job. And I feel I need to join that course now because it's giving all the basics of business. So let's move on to our this segment, best practices, mind, body, and soul. So today we have a really special guest, and her name is Jennifer Lyall. Can we have her video, please? Jennifer is an intuitive business mentor and chief energy optimizer. We will know in a minute what that means. She helps ambitious female entrepreneurs who are losing control with too many ideas and too much to juggle to get centered and focused. As they learn to master their energy and intuition, they can up-level their impact and income while doing what makes their heart sing. So let's introduce our guest for today, Jennifer.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here, Ritu. I'm in the spotlight. I'm trying to make sure I'm not too much in the spotlight.
Well, sun is shining on you, which is beautiful.
It is. And I'm so delighted to be playing with you today and talking about energy and bringing more light into our life. Ritu, one of the things I admire the most about you is your light. It's so captivating, especially when you dance. There's this glow about you. And you can see, you're welcome. You can see that your heart just sings and you're so exuberant when you're doing it. And that, as a chief energy optimizer, that really is what I'm here to help others do, is to tap into that heart's desire of what you really want to bring to life in the world, and to allow your heart to shine as you are sharing your gifts. That's fundamentally what I do. I'm here to inspire 1 million people to connect with their soul. And so I blend my background from business, so business strategy, with intuition, helping entrepreneurs to get really clear on what it is that they want to do, and then clearing away all those energies, excuses, beliefs, the stories from the past that impact them and prevent them from really shining in the world.
Awesome. So pretty much like within what you got, you just bring that out for people because what they know, what they got within, right?
Yes, but we get so beaten down with experiences from the past. I don't know if you ever have moments where you're just replaying stories over and over again in your head, or you want to go do something and then this voice comes into your head of, oh, you can't do that. And
oh my God, I know.
Else's voice, right?
Yes.
I help them with releasing that. And one of the main things that helps them with standing in their truth, and it's something we have to do every single day, we have to boost up our energy and make sure that we're taking on our day with a fully charged inner battery. I like to call it checking your inner battery.
Yeah, no, totally. And believing in yourself, right?
And when your battery is full, when you're feeling fantastic, when you're feeling happy, it's easy to believe in yourself, right? But when you are feeling depleted, so many people are suffering right now with having to stay inside. I am feeling hug deprived these days, even though I'm really lucky. I've got my husband, I've got my boys with me. I'm feeling hug deprived. I really miss hugs. And it's such an important part of the physical touch is so important for people.
On the hug point, I just remembered I want to mention, I know you're a Toastmaster as well, as I'm a Toastmaster. And do you remember in Toastmasters, we have such a big custom of hugging?
Yes. Yeah.
Always at the end of events or at the conferences, we always hug each other. So that just reminded me, that yeah, the physical touch is so important for human beings.
It
Yes.
is. It is. And so when we can start to become aware of how our inner battery is, how much energy do we have? Are we feeling like we're fully charged, or do we need to boost ourselves up a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
then go on with our day? It makes a huge difference. Because if you start your day, you stub your toe on the bed and you're cranky, and then it just is a ripple effect for your day.
Yeah.
But if you can have that happen and say, hold on a second, that's not who I want to be today. I want to shift how I'm feeling. I want to be more positive. I want to create my day in the best possible way, and taking
True.
responsibility for your energy. That
True.
controls how you perceive your world, the thoughts that you have in your mind, and how you talk to your friends, your family, your colleagues, the actions you take, whether you'll choose to go and do that workout or you'll be like, oh, I don't want to do that, right? It makes a
Yeah.
big impact, doesn't it?
So what are we doing today?
I thought that I would teach you and our viewers how to check their inner battery. And
Oh,
it's really
awesome.
simple, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so if you have a pen and paper handy, that is awesome. And if not, it's okay. You'll be able to remember the numbers easily.
I
I'm going
can
to
write
invite you.
on my phone, notepad.
Perfect.
I can write on there. Yeah.
Perfect. So, what I'm going to
Right.
invite you to do is write down the words physical,
Physical,
and then on the next line, emotional.
emotional,
On the next line, mental.
mental.
And then on the last line, spiritual.
Got it.
Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Yes.
All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes. And if you like, you can put your hand on your heart. And you can take a deep breath in and out. And ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high, how do I feel physically right now? First number that comes to you, 1 to 10. And then if there are a few words around why you are rating yourself that number. Is it that you are really tired, you didn't sleep well? Is it because maybe you're feeling really energized, you had a great workout this morning, or you've already been out for a walk? Whatever that extra insight is, just write that down as well.
Okay.
Then the next question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel emotionally right now? First number that comes to you. 1 is low and 10 is high. And then write down a few words around why you're rating yourself that number. Are you feeling really happy? Or like, I got to see my mom yesterday, so I'm really happy about that. Are you really sad because you're not seeing the people you want to? Maybe it's your birthday, or it was your birthday recently. You didn't get to celebrate with family members and you feel low about that. Or maybe you just love the sunshine and it's making you feel fabulous. Then the next question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel mentally? The first number that comes to you. And this is about, are you clear thinking? Are you feeling foggy? Are you scattered and all over the place? As well as, what are some of the dominant thoughts in your head? Are they uplifting thoughts like, okay, I'm excited for the day and I'm going to do this, I can do this? Or it's like, oh, I'm really worried, I'm doubtful, I'm stressed. What are the dominant thoughts that are going on in your head? And then the last question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel spiritually? And this is about you and your connection to whatever higher power it is that you believe in. If it's Allah, if it's God, Buddha, it could be your own purpose, it could be your own higher self. Or if this question doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But if it does, just checking in to see, how do you feel spiritually? How connected do you feel? Is it faith that things are going to work out? What's the number that comes up for you?
Okay.
And now as you look at these numbers, you want to have a sense for, how are they high or are they low? For me, if my number is 7 or lower in any category, I need to do something to boost it up. You
Mm.
see, you may have heard of Deepak Chopra, who is a holistic medical doctor from the United States. And
Yeah.
he shared in one of his teachings that the medical community was looking for a question for the doctors to find out how are their patients actually feeling? Because the question, how are you, just wasn't cutting it. And so they came up with the question of, do you have enough energy to do all that you need to do in a day on a scale of 1 to 10? And if it was 1, 2, 3, or
Mm.
4, you are suffering. 5, 6, or 7, surviving. 8,
Mm.
9, or 10, you're thriving. So you want to be taking action in your life, in your business, from a thriving perspective. So for
Mm.
me, if my number is a 7 or lower, I know that I want to be in a higher vibration. I want to show up in a bigger and better way, and I need to do something a little bit
Yeah.
better. So I noticed that mentally I was at a 7, physically I was a 9, emotionally an 8, and spiritually a 9. So for me, seeing my number as 7, the first thing I would do is go outside, take a few deep breaths, because nature and that, well, especially right
Mhm.
now, that cold, refreshing air whoosh, will just help me with getting focused and grounded and centered again.
Yes.
And it can be
Great.
something as simple as a couple of breaths.
So mine, I can share.
Yes.
Physical, I'm 7, and emotional 8,
Mm-hmm.
and mental 5, and
Mm-hmm.
spiritual 9.
Beautiful. And I would be curious if you were to dance for one song, I bet you all those numbers would be really high, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So if you can do this little simple check-in every single day throughout your day, and when
Mm.
your numbers are low, be kind to yourself. Either shift your day. If you have something that you need a lot of thought with and your numbers are low for mentally, then shift your day. Maybe you're not going to do the accounting or whatever. Maybe you have to organize your taxes or whatever it is that you need to do that requires a lot of mental focus. Maybe you're going to move that to be tomorrow in the morning when you know that you have more mental focus. Or perhaps you're going to do something like dancing or going out for a walk or boost your energy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, totally. Oh my God! Wow, that was a check-in. That was a great
Yeah.
check-in, and I put some words around it too, whatever came to my mind. So physical, I said 7 because I have a little bit of back pain. So I go, okay. So physically, I'm not feeling 9, 10 because I have a little bit of pain.
Yes.
And emotionally, I was 8 because I'm happy, I'm satisfied, I'm fulfilled. And
Yes.
then mental, I scattered, connected right away with me, unclear and nervous. And
Mm.
9 for the spiritual, feel connected.
Yeah. And that's such great awareness. And as you do this check in, I do this check in about 5 or 6 times a day,
Mm.
especially just before I go to do something important to
Mhm.
make sure my energy levels are high. But then some things can shift us. Like me,
Yeah.
mentally, I'm a 7. I'm in my head because it's like, the sunshine, where can I be where I can still be lit up? And I'm sorry for that. I
No,
didn't
it's fine.
But that, so little things like that can throw us
Hmm.
off. There could be something going on
Exactly.
in the background that can throw us off, and we
Yeah,
don't realize just how
true.
much it impacts us. So
True.
having that awareness also will start to help us with amplifying our intuition as we start to recognize how our body has different sensations when we're feeling like we can really trust our intuition. Maybe you'll get goosebumps at particular times when there's something that's true or something really significant that you need to pay attention to, for instance. It's really
Great.
powerful.
That's really amazing, Jennifer. And do you want to share a little bit about quickly what else you do? Like, what are the things you do? And then we'll share your website because, this is really interesting and people don't know. I know they understand the meaning of meditation and how to calm them and relax them, but tapping into within is a little bit more expressive, right? So do you want to share a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I have been working with energy since I was 4 years old, but I didn't really realize it. And
Mm.
I have been supporting entrepreneurs and supporting individuals on their spiritual path since 2012. I have my own modality called Connect to You, which connects the soul with the heart and mind. So those are our three brains, our inner wisdoms. And that helps us to understand what's really going on. It allows us to tap into the wisdom for the emotional, the mental, and the intuitive aspects of us. My genius is really tuning into the energy of ideas. So people, places, situations, helping people make $1 million decisions in their business, helping entrepreneurs to get the clarity as to what is it that they really want, how do they want to live, creating a plan for their business, and then getting out of their own way, finding out what are those stories from the past that are holding them back and preventing them from bringing their purpose to life for their business, and helping them to also learn how to master their energy. This check-in is a foundational part of it, but I also teach energy clearing, how to develop and trust your intuition using tools like a pendulum and just recognizing the sensations within your body. Because a lot of people tend to get the senses more physically, or if it comes through with vision or thought, I help guide them through with developing their intuition so that they can trust and be confident in making big and important decisions in their business. It's a lot of
Oh,
fun.
great. I remember when I attended your first session, I still have that pendulum, and I learned how to make the
To
chart and
does.
make the lines, the options you have, and then you just close your eyes and see where the pendulum goes. That
It's
was
a really
really,
powerful, yeah, a
mm,
really powerful decision
yeah.
making tool. I use it in my business every day. Little things like, do I need to attend this event or not?
Mhm.
It saves me hours every week knowing where to
Yes.
focus my time. Sometimes I get an email, it's like, oh, that looks really interesting. And then there's an hour of video. It's like, okay, do I really need this right now for my business? So it helps to be able to tune in and
Yeah,
understand where to direct and focus my time.
exactly. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Jennifer. That was amazing. It was
Oh
so
my God.
awesome. And you
And
know
so,
what? Yeah, I'm just like, there's so much to learn about ourselves, and just connecting to our intuition. Last 6 months or so, I think I started connecting a little bit more intuition. Like I had intuition, I knew it, and I used to just ignore it all the time. And I'm sure a lot of people have that sixth sense or gut feeling, and they just need to follow and listen to that. And from last 6 months or so, I started following it. And you know what? It's just little things I feel. Even if I'm just stepping out the house, I feel I should bring that. And the time I forget it, I need it. I'm like, you know
yeah.
what? And next time I need to remember that I was thinking it, I should just pick that up because I will need that umbrella or that scarf or that glove. I didn't. So, and I was listening to you when you mentioned intuition. I go, no, that's how it just connects. So, thank you so much for sharing all this information today. I like to end my show usually with oracle cards reading. So I'm going to read it with you here. So I picked up the card already. I'm going to share with you.
Gateway.
Gateway Oracle cards. I really love this one. And I picked the card this morning after meditation. And guess what? We have taking
Taking
action.
action. Yes.
Yes.
I
Uh,
love it.
I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So I'm quickly going to read from the book. Don't hesitate. Whatever you have been putting off, now is the time to act. Stand tall, raise your fist to the sky, and leap into action. Break out the champagne, and for victory is in reach. The universe wants you to know action creates momentum. Whatever you have been wishing and waiting for, this is the right time to move forward without looking back. Quicken your spirit by taking action now. Even if you have to face your fears in order to do so, look them in the eye with a calm and clear gaze and forge ahead. The action you take now will reap immense rewards in the future. So
Yes,
there
I
you
love it. I
go.
love it. I love it.
It was
And
perfect.
for people who want to dive into this energy check, I'm going to be doing a little 3-day challenge. I'm going to be sharing a bit more about it. But if they drop a heart below in the comments, I can send them information because we're going to dive into how you can use this little energy check and shift from feeling really stressed out to feeling more energized.
Awesome. Well, heart to
A
you.
little heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
Thank you. And
Ekta,
if you want to reach me, you can also visit my website,
yes,
jlyall.com.
yes,
Thank you so very much.
jlyall.com,
That's right.
jlyall.com. Thank
That's right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.